Hi everyone, I'm Jeremy Whitaker, and let's talk about Chapter 9 of Health Promotion and Disease Prevention. First, we're going to start off with scope, and we're going to talk about how big your intervention is going to be. It could be universal, which is everybody in your community. It could be selected, which may be more as an at-risk audience. And then there's indicated, people you know who have a problem. If you're talking about obesity, you can target everyone to walk more. Or you could maybe select a population in the community, or just schools, or just workplaces. But again, it's everyone in a smaller population. Or again, indicated, you can target people who are either already obese or have certain risk factors related to obesity. So that's the first part of scope. And then with scope, generally speaking, the wider your intervention, the smaller percentage change you're going to have. When I ran Quitline and I did a statewide ad campaign, I only reached, only a few percentage of the people that were touched by the campaign actually did anything about it. However, I was reaching tens of thousands of people. So conversely, if you have a small targeted program, we talked about obesity earlier, if you're reaching people who are obese to change and you're talking directly to them, you're going to have a higher percentage change among a smaller population. So again, it's really how you want to use your dollars. If you want to get a broad message out to everybody and maybe have a small change in a large number of people or a large change in a small number of people, that's up to you. Now, communities are complex. That's pretty straightforward. Every town's a little different. And so basically, before you do anything is understanding where you're at, what's important to people. If you want to do stuff about high blood pressure, but the community is focused on teen alcohol, it's going to be hard for you to make much headway until you at least acknowledge what they want. However, might have a conflicting thing with how your funds or how your funding stream must be used. So again, trying to balance these two ideas of what the community wants and, of course, what you need to do. And of course, in every community, there are coalitions or groups who care about things, and these are important. In the tobacco community, we often worked with coalitions around teen alcohol use. Again, they're in place, they're in schools, they have teachers and students, so they're perfect. However, they obviously have their own agenda, which is different from yours. So that, again, the pro and the con is basically there may be a bit of a power struggle. They may just want you for your money. However, you need them for their access. So coalitions, incredibly useful, incredibly dangerous. So again, it's just one of those things you have to keep in mind. And finally, there's just four other concepts kind of knocked around in the back of Chapter 9. One is community as experts. Some would call this, almost community-based participatory research. And the idea of that you want to do what the community wants, and they are the experts about their own community, and don't shortchange that. Secondly is, of course, it talks about population-based health promotion. Of course, the idea that a population can be any group. It can be an online community. It can be a school, workplace. That population really, an ethnic group in a city. So, again, look at what a population is. And then, again, that leads us into tailoring. Next concept of basically making your message suitable for a certain group, whether it's their traditional background, their reading ability, maybe you're looking at a low literacy group or, a high literacy group, or if you're trying to reach out to teachers or if you're trying to reach out to, people in a Spanish-speaking community, tailor your message accordingly and, of course, culturally appropriate. And then the last idea, which is often overlooked in public health, is sustainability. And basically, what happens when I'm gone and the money's gone? Is this change going to last? If you're trying to build a walking trail and then you do it, and once you leave, well, there's still a walking trail, but somebody has to maintain that walking trail. If you're doing a sex education, well, maybe you need to do more of a train the trainer with teachers, so then that way when you're gone, the teachers can still do the program without you present. So again, sustainability, especially with limited funding, is absolutely essential because otherwise things will just fall apart the minute you leave. So looking through the assignments in Chapter 9 and 10, Chapter 9 is an event flyer. You're going to create a LED event. And again, you're going to use a lot of what we talked about in the textbook about tailoring and trying to get people to your events, and also making a professional-looking flyer, which is really important. It's like regardless of your work setting, you're going to have to do all the time. And then also we have discussion boards. Assignment 10 is a school-based program. So you're going to basically go look for an evidence-based program you can use in a school. So get out there, dig around, and then answer the worksheet on that. Discussion board Chapter 9 is basically just about social media and what you think, and then Unit 10 or Week 10 about worksite health promotion. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon.